Wednesday, everybody, and welcome back to Wooper Watch. It's me, Mystic Gengar in Cyanize.
Howdy ho, it's me, a Mario.
Eh,
I,
oh, right. Yeah, I was gonna say, I just remembered it is today of all days.
oh, I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it.
I was gonna say we're recording on
I'm
then,
not
but
saying it.
I'm not saying it either.
It is
Infer.
September, not saying the day, Monday. It is Monday of September.
It's
Let's
Monday.
just say 2 days ago from when this episode was posted was when we recorded. Take that information how you will.
Terrible opening. This is horrible.
Take that information how you will.
Yeah,
I wasn't there for the event, so I don't know.
I would know. It's a very sad tragedy. And honestly, today's been kind of dreary anyway.
Honestly, hold on. What's that Family Guy clip? I love it so much. Where like freaking Lois goes on stage and it's just like funny date was bad, and everyone starts clapping. I'm like,
Yeah. Yeah.
I would love if I could just go on stage and just say something was bad, and everybody was just head over their heels, just be like, "Oh my god, I love this guy. Oh my god, I relate so hard."
It's true.
If only it were that
True.
easy to win an audience over. Sorry, that was a very off-topic thing. I love that clip. It's so funny.
We're doing chill podcasts now. It's always on topic. So how you been, man?
Honestly, it's been all right. I had a fun stream last night with the Splatfest, which we'll get to later. I know. Yeah, been pretty all right. Had Canes just a moment ago. Rising Canes. I guess it's Raising Canes. I don't know if any of y'all had it before, but it's so good. I love that stuff. Some people out there think it's mid. I don't agree. It's like top. Actually, no, we did a fast food. I'm gonna plug our previous episode. We did a fast food tier list, and Raising Cane's was on that list. And if you're curious as to where it was on that list, you can go watch that episode. I don't remember what number it is. You can find it though. Yeah, but I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm trying to think of what numbered episode it was. I'd check, but frankly, today I'm tired, so it's one of those days.
I'm tired.
Yeah.
I'm sighing.
Oh my god. Anyway, as I was saying, I've just been tired today. Like, I've been working non-stop since this morning, and I still got stuff to do when we're done with this. So if I'm all yawny and tired, that's why. And also, probably because I just woke up from a nap. So, that's probably related. But, you know.
Man has stuff to do, and yet he took a nap right after he got from school. Talk about responsibility.
I was tired.
Womp womp, boo-hoo.
Oh, don't womp womp me.
You do it to me all the time. I had to do it eventually.
Fine.
Yeah, no, that's great to hear. You're tired. I'm kind of just depressed. Just a lot of negativity going around on this special day.
On this holy night.
Oh man, we gotta brighten it up. We gotta lighten the mood a little bit. What do we do?
Lighten the mood. I don't know. Pick one from the list. Live action One Piece.
Yeah, that is good news. I
actually have a little context to this because prior because my friend gave me the first 3 volumes in that compilation book of the manga like a couple months ago, and I finally read it and I was like, this is kind of cooking. This is pretty good. And then the live action one was coming out in a couple of days. I watched it and I gotta say, yeah, that's definitely the entire first 2 volumes mixed around into something all right. Yeah, so it was pretty good.
It's really funny you bring up the One Piece live action thing. I remember, like, I don't remember where I said it, but I was just like, Mystic, you gotta watch it. And I'm like gassing it up like it's the greatest thing ever just because I heard everybody on Twitter saying it was good. I have yet to watch it myself, and I've never even watched the anime either. I have a Netflix account. I'll get to it. I swear. I mean, I have to because. By the way, I'm going to make sure you guys did your homework from last episode. Do you guys remember how many TV shows were on my TV show list? That's right. 2.
Hey, my lord, number 3.
This will be number 3. So I feel like I have to watch or else that video is going to be so bare bones when I do it. So...
all ready for the 5-minute Cyan essay. Let's go.
But I am very excited to watch it. It is so good to hear that it's actually good, and I can't believe that a live action adaptation or just an adaptation of a popular franchise can turn out good if you have the original writer there. Crazy thought, but you know.
Who would have guessed? Although
Who would have thunk?
I do feel they were kind of speeding up at a fast pace, and some of the changes didn't entirely land. Like, they kind of changed the order that characters were in and some of the settings for stuff. But it's still good. It's still enjoyable. I watched the first episode with my dad, so he liked it. So.
Dude, I wish my parents were into anime.
He's not. That's the thing. I literally had to leave the words manga out of everything. I was like, based on a comic book.
Is he just like one of those?
A comic book.
Is he just like one of those? If it's not, if they don't have flesh and bones, if it ain't real actors, I ain't watching it. Like.
Yes, he exactly is. With
very
few exceptions, specifically for Star Wars.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah, it do be like that.
You're locking yourself out of so much media by that logic. It's horrible.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like that's like a big debate to be had, which frankly ends up with, hey, you guys like, you just open your eyes a bit.
Honestly, like the debate's not even relevant to today's standards. Like I argue that like the majority of the world has like accepted that like media doesn't need to be like realistic to be mature or needs to be like live action to like, you know, appeal to like older audiences. It's really just boomers. It really, I don't mean to generalize, but it really just be boomers.
It'd really be Gen X and upward that I think would just, you know, the older crowd right now, the ones who just don't get it. Everyone younger than them kind of gets it at this point.
Yeah, I mean, you know. I've mentioned it before, but like I would get bullied for like having a Pokemon card binder in elementary school. Now it's like you're the coolest kid on the block if you whip that out in the playground.
Exactly, because they know there's money in that book. They know you got them stacks on you. I got my cards, man. Square up.
Yeah, man, we should like get an adult, like get like a 40-year-old on this podcast, get their experience and like ask them like what it was like back then for reference, because we couldn't answer that.
True. But yeah, the actual show was good.
Great to hear.
There's not much more to say about it.
Yeah.
It was pretty good. The CGI was right.
It is surprising that the entire like first season's out, so that's great. I'm gonna be able to binge it. May do a whole thing about it if we both finish watching it. Who knows? Don't want to make any promises. We'll see. Maybe. I don't know. Comment down below if you think we should for YouTube people. I don't know. Maybe. Shrug.
True.
Shrug emoji.
If you're on Spotify, I don't know. DM us.
I don't know.
Tag me on Twitter.
Yeah, Mr. Gengar and Cyanize YT. Though honestly, I might change my @ because honestly the YT is getting a little annoying. But I don't know. I don't know what to change it to.
You know what you should change it to?
What?
I've got nothing. I figured I'd come up with a joke after you said what, but
I got don't nothing. Set people up like that and then not finish it. That's just cruel.
I'm tired today, man.
Come on. Well, then don't set up anything. Don't even attempt it. Well, then you're just gonna give up and then you're gonna stop recording and.
You're right. All right.
Yeah.
So do we want to talk about the Nintendo rumors going around real quick?
Oh.
Because there's like 2 of them that have been floating in tandem together.
2 big reasons. Sorry, I've been hearing that one a lot lately on my timeline. Yes, the 2 big leaks.
All right. I feel like we should start with the Switch 2 first because honestly, I think it's real, but I think it's disconnected from the other rumor going around.
I am way too concerned because everything I hear about it has been nothing but good and like the most ideal thing that we could ever get. Like, and knowing Nintendo, this doesn't feel possible. Like, it just...
Yeah.
It's getting to the point where it's too good. Like, backwards compatibility, like, they would be stupid to not include that. So I'm glad that that's
like,
that's going to be a thing. Like, thank God. I'm not ready to get rid of my library. It's too impressive to get rid of, and they know that. But then I'm seeing stuff like it's able to keep up with the PS5, or at least, like, get close to the PS5 and stuff, and it's like, whoa, okay. I'm hearing Street Fighter 6 and, like, I think it was Elden Ring. Forgot what games. I swear it was, like, Street Fighter 6, Elden Ring, and then something about putting a souped-up Breath of the Wild on the thing. And I don't know. I'm starting to, like, lose faith the more I read into it.
I think it's a lot of people piling onto the same thing, trying to add more to it. I think the original thing was that yeah, there is a new Switch coming. Nintendo basically said to some of the developers, "Yo, it's real, man.
Yeah.
Stay tuned."
And what's
And
the
like,
isn't there like a manhunt? I forgot what his name, but it's like Pyrio, and there's like a
yeah,
manhunt for the guy now.
that's for the other thing. We'll get to that in a sec.
Oh, okay,
But
okay.
the thing is, I think what's definitely real is the fact that there is a souped up Switch coming. My guess is that it's going to be a little less powerful than an Xbox Series S.
Hmm.
That's my prediction. It's not going to be as powerful, but it's going to be on a close level to it.
Yeah.
So it's not going to have like, oh, you can keep 3 games open at once, but like for the one game, you can have it running at like similar amounts of power. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Dude, I don't know. I don't know.
Also, I sincerely doubt the stuff like Street Fighter 6 and Elden Ring just coming wholesale to the Switch, but I do think a souped up Breath of the Wild feels possible. Not as a new game, but it's kind of like a thing that Xbox did with a lot of their previous gen games where they're like, hey, this Xbox 360 game, it ran at 30 FPS on the 360, but it's 60 on the One. I feel like we'll definitely see something like that.
Right. I was talking about it with a friend the other day. And it almost seems too good for Nintendo to do, but like we had this like dumb idea that what if Nintendo just took a gap year, and for that entire gap year they just updated their entire like catalog of like first party games, and they just made them all run better on the Switch and made them all like up to standard. So that way, like, you know, because like stuff like Age of Calamity or Pokemon or like some games that like lag a bit or like aren't consistent, like this would be their chance to like give them a patch and, you know, make them work with the new hardware. I don't know. It seems something Nintendo would never do, and I don't know if everybody would be a fan of that decision, but I was thinking about it and it could be cool.
That I do like the idea of. I don't think they'd take like a gap year, but I do feel that it wouldn't shock me if we saw like less game releases going into launch because,
Yeah.
you know, they're just taking a few teams. They're just like, hey, could you just work on patching this old stuff, please and thank you. Thanks,
Yeah.
guys.
It just made like
Also,
a bunch of games like, and I'm talking like visual like upgrades as well. Like they look better. I that might be asking a little bit too much, but like, what if it's just like a huge overhaul as well? Like the games just look completely different.
I do not think they will do that. Probably because that's a little too much work unless they're reselling as a full remastered thing like Zelda.
They're
But I can
remastering
at
all
least
their
see
first
frame
party
rate updates.
games. Imagine.
Yeah, that would be frankly insane.
Yeah, guys.
But,
Super Mario Odyssey is a retro game now. We're gonna be remastering it.
I mean, it's been like what,
Almost 7
6
years.
years now?
Almost 7.
God, I mean, it's halfway to retro if you say retro is like 10 years, but it doesn't feel like 10 years.
Whoever decided that retro is 10 years, like, please don't. I don't want to feel
The thing
old,
is,
man.
it made sense before when you said like, oh yeah, what happened 10 years ago when the Wii came out? You could fit like the N64 and SNES in like just after that time period.
Yeah.
But like nowadays, it's like, yeah, the DS was retro. I'm like, I've seen some people throw around the 3DS is getting to that point of retro.
3DS
I'm like,
is retro,
You're
apparently.
joking.
It's like, hell
It's been
no.
10 years, but I don't want to believe it because the thing is, we're at a point where console generations are taking a lot longer. So
Well, like,
it's
they're
like,
also
it kind of
shorter
makes
on the
sense.
other hand, too. Like, the amount, like, I don't know if I'm just saying shorter because it just seems like it's going fast, but, like, I swear to God, the fact we're so quick to call the 3DS retro, I don't know, man.
And the thing is, the Switch has been dragging on for 6 years now. And the new Xbox and PS5 stuff has been continuously supporting PS4. It doesn't even feel like we're in the next generation. It just feels we're kind of like the encore phase to the last one. Because, like, you know, the 3DS was trucking along for a while with a couple remasters and stuff. No,
Right.
this is the equivalent of that if it was, like, actual new games for, like, 2 more years. I know Xbox said they were dropping direct support outside of Game Pass, but, like, come on.
I will say, like, we're also at a point where, like, I mean, I will be amazed if they somehow find a way to, like, go forward, but, like, Xbox and PS5, like, there's nothing they can really do to make their games look better or, like, run better. Like, we've kind of, like, we're peaking. I'm not, and, you know, that's debatable depending on certain games, you know, whether they peaked or not, and whether some games that have been released recently in the modern day have peaked. But in terms of consoles and, like, being able to play high quality games and like with the assets required for certain games, like we pretty much peaked for the most part. There's nothing really to go anywhere with. There's nothing really to advance forward, and that's why you see like a more stylized approach for approach. I can't speak. You see a more stylized approach for a lot of games coming. I mean, Mario Wonder, and that's a great example right there. But like instead of trying to progress and try to make things look better, like because we can't anymore, everyone's just trying to make things look more stylized and stand out.
Yeah, because something I specifically noticed nowadays, the only game that has ever actually impressed me graphic-wise for this entire generation, because, like, we've been seeing the realism shtick for ages now that none of that impresses me. The only game that has visually impressed me was Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart on PS5, which, great game, by the way, because the loading times were so quick, because it was, like, the old visual fidelity that you basically get anyway. Like, the game looks amazing.
Yeah.
Like, it's still clearly an upgrade from the PS4, but it's not, like, a massive upgrade, but the load times was like literally lightning fast. They ported the game to PC recently. It's like there's actual load times, and it's like I was kind of taking the PS5 for granted. That's even more impressive than I thought.
Yeah,
like I feel without those little things, it's like we can't get any big upscales anymore. This ain't going from the SNES to N64. These are just kind of minor increments to make things work better.
That's the only thing they can do now. It's just optimize and make loading like non-existent. That's all we can do going forward. Which, love that, by the way. Like, if we can get load. I remember, was it the Stadia that advertised that loading is non-existent or whatever when it still needed to load? It's like, I'm sorry, things gotta load. I'm sorry, it's the truth of this world. But we're getting to the point where we can minimize it, and that's great. That's good to hear.
Like, I feel we're hitting a point where it's like we have to start investing in new ways of play, like VR and stuff. Like, I'm not specifically saying dive headfirst into VR, obviously not. But I'm just saying in terms of, like, impressing nowadays or making big jumps, it's going to be in the way we play video games, not how they look.
Mm-hmm. I mean, and Nintendo's been, like, innovating that as well. That being said, I don't know if I'm ready to go away from the Switch. It's just perfect. Like, and that's probably why they're making another Switch. Because, like, yeah, why would you get rid of it? Like, it's not like a Wii U. Like, if whatever the Switch 2 ends up being, I know I'll probably bite my words. But, like, whatever the Switch 2 ends up being, I genuinely think it's still going to sell well.
Yeah, I just kind of expecting it to be the Nintendo Switch 2. That's just going to be the whole thing with it.
Yeah.
I don't think there's going to be a lot to it. I'm still going to buy it anyway, because the plan is to get the new Switch, transfer my save data, and then mod the old one. But
yeah, I'm buying it day one, of course, and I will do an unboxing video for it. And also, please call it Switch or Nintendo Double Switch. Just for the new Nintendo Double Switch.
Hear me out here. They're going to make it a dual screen where it pops out.
Oh, no. Dude, like, I guess I haven't mentioned this before. If we get it, the issue with making 3DS and DS games is that, like, they're not easy, like, and I'm thinking, like, long term, but, like, you can't port them as easy to, like, future consoles, and I feel like it was a detriment for a lot of games that try to come to Switch, and that I just hope they don't do that again, because then we're gonna have a bunch of great games that we can't bring over.
Yeah, true enough. I'm mostly joking with that, but, like, it'd be cool. Although, you mentioned Puro earlier. Basically, I'm just going to give you the lowdown on that. It's this leaker who got a bunch of things right for the last Direct, who just uses Puro from WarioWare as the icon and name.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, do you want me to say some of the things they've been saying? Because I've only seen 2 of the things, and I basically block them right after.
I don't mind, but give the viewers a good amount to skip. Tell them how much to skip.
Okay, I'm going to, like, skip around the actual exact things. There's a new Mario spin-off that they've been saying, and there's gonna be a new 99 game, but that's basically all I've seen. I'm keeping the actual names out of the equation.
Okay.
So, But that's the only things I saw. I was like, nope, we're blocking you. Because I was like, I noticed a very large uptick of people talking about a specific franchise that I like, and I'm like, nope, calm down. Nope, this is a leak. This feels like a leak. Get off my screen.
Yeah, I don't know. I swear to God, I feel this about every single Direct that comes out. But, like, I'm so busy. I have a huge catalog of games that I don't care. I can live without this Direct. Even if things are leaking out, it's not going to get me excited for it. And then the actual Direct comes out and I'm screaming about it. But,
Like, there's not a ton that I, like, really want to have new right now. Like, there's things that I think would be nice, like a new game, an X series or whatever. But there's nothing I really need. Kid Icarus,
that's it.
Yeah.
That's all I need. Anyway, sorry.
I remember seeing people throw around Kid Icarus Remaster. I'm like, Yeah, they're not gonna do it.
They're not gonna do
Like,
it, but
they're
it would be.
not.
We have to wait the 25 years.
I have no faith in them doing a Kid Icarus remastered in the slightest. It'd be funny though.
It would be funny. It would be so awesome. It would be so cool.
But that's pretty much it for the Nintendo directly. Because the thing is, I just want to throw out something right now. Everyone's saying, "Oh my God, the Nintendo Switch rumors with the Nintendo Direct." They're not the same thing.
Yeah,
If
no.
they're gonna reveal a new Switch system, it will be after the holidays because they're not gonna cannibalize. Because they just announced a bunch of Switch One.
They're
bundles.
not that stupid.
They're not that stupid.
They're not gonna pull an Atlas and drop the Persona 3 Reload on all Persona 3 Portable on all consoles, and then announce Reload in the same year.
I was gonna say they don't. Nintendo's not that stupid. They're stupid, but they're not that stupid.
Yeah, I mean they make stupid decisions, but marketing wise, honestly marketing wise, they're smart. I don't remember a single time they've messed up on marketing.
Ahem. Points to the large collection of Wii U commercials,
Well,
which did not sell anybody over the age of.
No,
8.
I don't mean like sell them on the console. I mean like when it comes to like business. Well, I guess that is the same thing I'm talking about. I think I'm just confusing myself.
Yeah, you probably are.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I guess they did advertise the gamepad as just being like new mega controller.
Yeah, that was kind of a mess. Yeah.
Yeah. That could be its own episode. We just bitch about the Wii.
Because the thing is, I never owned a Wii U because my parents were like so skeptical about it. So
wow, they were onto something.
They were probably onto something, but I'm still mad at them because I really wanted Mario Maker on Wii U.
I will say I do like I think we talked about this in the 3DS Wii U episode.
We did. We literally made an entire episode on it. Because we basically rolled the 3DS and Wii U into one.
I do like my Wii U because it's backwards compatible. Because some people will argue that like, oh, why would you still have the Wii U? Like, just have the Wii. And I'm like, are you hearing yourself? The Wii U is backwards compatible and uses the same exact remotes and uses the same exact like technology and all that. Why would you keep the Wii if you have a Wii U?
A Wii U is just a souped-up Wii, like the Wii was a souped-up GameCube. It's not much different.
Yeah, well, it is like, well, obviously the console didn't do well and it has like no reason for existing. If you have one, there's no reason to own your Wii. I'm sorry to say.
Yeah, well, I have 2 Wiis. Uh-huh. I got a Wii. I've got 2 Wiis. That's better than a Wii U. 2 times 2 is 4, not 3.
Okay.
I don't even know what I'm waffling about. Anyway, oh yeah, we were talking about already having a bunch of games to play. I just want to get this out there right now. Sea of Stars is so good.
Yeah.
Okay. For context, for people who don't know, it's by Sabotage Studios, who they previously made The Messenger, which I played and I freaking loved that game. Outstanding platformer. And like, I didn't even know they were making another game until I saw the completionist video. He's like, so the messengers the developers behind The Messenger are back, and he talks about this passionate story about what the game, and I was like, oh my god, this is by the people who made The Messenger? I genuinely had no idea. I'd seen people post clips and stuff, but I had no idea who made it. I was like, nah, you've already sold me. I'm in. So I have seen literally no spoilers going in this game other than knowing that it had something to do with The Messenger, which, by the way, not required to play the game before you play Sea of Stars, but it will make the payoff so much better. Because from what I played right now, there are times that they will stop playing the RPG music to play the music from, The Messenger, and it's so good, and I cannot say enough how good this game is. The combat is like Mario and Luigi, plus Chrono Trigger, so Chrono Trigger if it was awesome. But, like, it's so good. I don't want to talk more, because I'm going into this game blind and having my mind blown at every corner. I just got to a big twist with, like, my favorite character, and it's like, oh my god, it makes sense now! The game is so good. Play it. Please.
It's so funny you bring it up, because, like, I tweeted about it, but I was like, you were the last person I expected to care about this game, knowing you. And especially because you said you didn't want to do anything with RPGs. I've been eyeing this game for 2 years. And the fact that you were this interested in it, and I probably could have told you about it earlier, because I've been staring down this game. I had this game on like my list of things to play eventually when they dropped. And all of a sudden, you're just like this huge fan. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like the thing is, it's just. Ooh, it's such a good game. Like, I did not think, because I was basically in an RPG burnout thing. I'm not gonna play anything, but I'm like, I saw it's like, it's by the people who made The Messenger. I know it's gonna be good, but I don't know if it's gonna hook me. Screw it. I'll drop the money to support the devs, and if I don't like it, I don't like it. And it clicked so fast.
I hear a
The
lot of
game is
people calling it
great.
Game of the Year, and like I'm not saying it doesn't deserve it. I need to play it still. I'm waiting. I'm the idiot waiting for the physical copy to drop, and for some reason they're not going to drop it till early 2024. So that's
I'll
fun.
be honest. I do not think that it is Game of the Year contender. For me, that is still Street Fighter 6. But,
For me, it's
but,
Octopath 2, and
that's fair.
yeah, nobody thinks it deserves it though, and I'm like, what?
What I'm gonna say though is while I don't think that it's Game of the Year for me, I literally cannot blame anyone saying it's their Game of the Year. I genuinely think that it deserves to at least be in the conversation. Because from what I
Yeah,
played so far, oh my god, this game is so good. Like, usually I don't care about RPG casts unless they have voice acting. No, I'm completely hooked with these guys. The writing is so good.
that's great to hear, dude. I can't wait to make that Game of the Year episode because we're gonna make another one. And I can't wait to just rip apart Tears of the Kingdom and why it doesn't deserve to be over there and everyone
Oh
dislikes it.
god, I still haven't played it. I need to get to
Oh
it
my god.
eventually.
Dude,
I just
I love the
I'm too
game.
cheap.
I just oh my god, you cheapskate. I love the game. I hear everybody being like, "Oh, it's a default. It has to win." And I'm like, "No."
The thing is,
Nobody wants to hear that though.
what's so weird about Tears of the Kingdom, it's probably because I've been avoiding a discussion for it, but I haven't, like, I remember people talk about, like, crazy for, like, the first week or so, and then the discussion just kind
Oh,
of
it died.
pitter-pattered off.
Nobody cared. Like
Like, it wasn't like Breath of the Wild where people are still discovering things or whatever. It's just kind of feel like people are finding things, but it's like, oh, I'm just kind of not interested.
yeah, like so many people hype up the Ultra Hand mechanics and like they're fun and all, but like I got bored of them. I know that's crazy to think, but I genuinely got bored of them pretty quickly. Like I didn't like I'm gonna get flamed. I know. I'm aware. We'll save this for our Game of the Year thing when we're discussing like who should win
Yeah.
and all that. But like, dude, I really don't think Tears of the Kingdom is as good as everyone hypes it up to be. And I feel like it's only getting up there because of its merits and because of what Breath of the Wild did and like. I don't know. I guess I'm a hypocrite because I think Octopath 2 should be Game of the Year. And that game is also taking assets from the first game and also doing similar things. But I don't know. Maybe we well, I also just did not like the story for Tears of the Kingdom that much at all. Which I see a lot of people also agreeing with. So maybe I'm not in the minority for that one. But yeah.
Yeah.
We went off topic with that. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, like, I'm just gonna wrap up my little piece here. I did not like Breath of the Wild as much as a lot of other people did, and I can admit it's
Yeah.
probably because Zelda just stayed my thing.
You said
So
you
that's
didn't
why
like
it's not
open
high on my
worlds.
priorities list. But it's like, it's just seeing how different the discussion is between the two games. That's
Yeah.
all I'll say for now. We'll talk more about
One
it
of them
eventually.
lasted a while and the other is just kind of yeah.
All right, what else do we got to do? Oh yeah, Pokemon DLC is out by the time you're watching this. By the time that we're recording this, it hasn't yet. Don't spoil it in the comments.
I will be recording my video for it probably when you guys are watching this. I will warn you guys right now, Perrin's going to be the next Clara, and she will be the vocal point of the video. I am not sorry.
So does this mean I can get you to buy more Pokemon TCG stuff when her full art drops?
We'll see. We'll see when we get there.
Torture, fun.
We'll kick that can when we find it. All right.
I love gambling. Gambling is so fun. Because, I mean, listen. Oh, I might as well put this in here to extend the episode length. They finally announced all the Paradox stuff is coming to the TCG.
Yeah.
And
nice.
by the way, looks phenomenal. Very excited about that. New gameplay mechanic and marker and stuff. So that's fun, but, you know.
I actually have some interesting Pokemon news to tell you by Centro Leaks if you want to hear it.
I don't want to hear it. I just straight up don't want to hear it. Is it about anything in the DLC?
It's about like he didn't show pictures or anything. He claims that he saw what Iron.
Whoop, oh,
What?
I don't even want to hear it. I don't even want to.
I'm not gonna spoil you. You can trust me.
I don't even want to hear the name. You're not gonna.
We
talk.
don't have
All
a
right.
name. Goodness.
Is it the Entei?
Just okay. I'm not gonna spoil you. Okay, trust me. let me
No,
walk
it's
you.
Terrakion.
Let me hold your hand. All right, it's gonna be okay. Papa's got you.
Don't phrase it like that.
I will walk with you, son. It will be okay. You will not be spoiled.
So I'm guessing it's the Iron Terrakion.
Okay, so basically, he claims he saw them, and he says Entei's past form.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I
Oh
don't
my-
want to know.
I'm not gonna
straight up don't wanna know.
spoil. Let me
La
talk.
la 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 la.
You're so annoying. I'm not gonna
La
spoil.
la 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 la.
Holy crap! Jesus. Okay. Trust me. Trust me here. This is a trust exercise. This is the trust fall.
Sure.
He says that Entei looked boring and that Terrakion looked cool.
I severely doubt that.
That's why it's interesting, because apparently he claims that Terrakion looks different compared to like what the normal scheme of like iron Pokemon look like.
Yeah, it better.
And then for some
Anyway.
reason Entei's boring. But yeah, that's see, it wasn't that bad, was it?
I do not care.
It wasn't horrible, right? It's okay. You're not scarred for life.
No, I'm very terrified.
Okay. All right. Also unrelated, but I had sorry, we probably shouldn't talk about this stuff in podcasts, but Nintendo Novice just posted a video about Fry losing the Splatfest.
Oh yeah, do we just want to talk about that? We haven't talked about it yet.
It's a perfect transition, but yeah, Novice is mad.
Dude, agreed. I'm so mad. Fry should have won. The thing is, I knew you did the whole joke with the Rock of Sisyphus, the average Fry fan, but like, we knew going in it was a losing battle, and I'm still mad.
I will talk about my experience in a second, but I do want to say, if you want a example of how little of an impact Twitter has over the general demographic and player base of a game, this was the Splatfest that proved that. Because, yeah.
I mean, yeah, but I still think Fry should have won.
Wow, out of pity or...
Out of the fact that A, I think she would be an interesting leader, and B, she deserved at least one win. One win, any topic. Literally, I hope the next Splatfest they literally put the theme up, and it's like, Fry gets like candies, puppies, and rainbows. Shiver gets actual poop, and Big Man gets like $2.50 eating slice of pizza.
Yeah, I'm voting for the poop.
You know what I'm saying? Oh my god, I'm going to kill you.
Okay, I will say though, because I know people are blowing this out of proportion. You want to know what Marina's win streak was in Splatoon 2? 7. 7-0. Shivers is 5. It is not that deep. It used to be way worse.
That's that deep.
It used to be way worse.
The fact is that Fry hasn't won a single Splatfest, right?
She did. She won. Wow, fake Fry fan. You didn't even notice she won?
She won, right?
I don't remember which one she won, but she won one. Let me get the results.
Tragic. Like only one?
Times did each idol win. Wow, this man trying to be Fry's #1 fan didn't even know that Fry won once.
It's not the matter of that. It's the matter of like, come on, nothing?
You didn't even play the Splatfest, bro.
I actually did. I hopped on, played about 4 games, and I only won one of them, and I was like, you know what? No, I'm just bringing down my team score. I'm hopping off.
Okay,
I decided to call it where I knew it.
Okay, so Shiver won the first one. Big Man won the second one.
I was gonna say she won with sweet.
She did win with sweet.
She won in a spicy sweet sour. That was the third Splatfest that she hasn't won since.
And then after that,
it's been straight Shiver after that.
It's been straight Shiver after that. Yes.
That's sad. That's so depressing.
Big Man's only won once.
Okay, but Big Man's Big Man. He'll get a meme win eventually.
Oh my goodness.
It's Big Man. He'll will something in eventually.
Anyway, I want to talk about my matches real quickly because there was a super funny moment that happened and everybody was just laughing at me. Even though, like, it was miserable. I did not deserve that at all, especially because I said nothing mean against Fry at all. Anyway, I had a 10 times battle, right? I was just enjoying my time. I just disconnect randomly. Full bars, by the way, didn't have a single issue with the stream. The stream never once lagged. Full connection, Ethernet, and it boots me out of the 10 times battle and says it's my fault. And we're up against Fry fans, and everyone's like, haha, deserved. And I'm like, what? What do you mean deserved?
No, I'm gonna say deserved.
Yeah, asshole, Jesus. If we would have...
Average Shiver fan.
You're just like Twitter. You're literally Twitter incarnate. Holy fuck.
I am vile. I am evil. I am the eel deal. That was terrible. I'll see myself out.
I still cannot get over how you didn't even know that she won once. Anyway.
No, I knew she won once, but I was like, it feels like she's won none.
Editor, play that
clip.
Because
I streamed the Sweet Splatfest. I literally streamed that.
Editor, play that clip of him saying that he didn't know.
I swear to God, did I stream the Sweet Splatfest?
Anyway.
I swear I did.
Regardless, even if we lost that 10 times battle, at least it would have been fair. They booted me out because I was doing so good in the Splatfest. I've won 100 times battles during that Splatfest. 2. And then a bunch of 10 times.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, but still, boo womp.
Yeah, boo womp. Oh my God.
Yeah, I literally streamed the Sweet Splatfest on Team Sweet.
It's hilarious.
I literally streamed it.
Anyway, because I don't want to argue all day because I'm tired of fans coming into my DMs telling me to kill myself for simply...
Everyone, you need to harass... No, don't actually. It's very out of line.
I had a rough night last night. Anyway.
Yep.
It was really interesting after the Splatfest. My stream is still up on YouTube if you're curious for my reaction. But after the thing ended, it started playing Maritime. If you're on the Inkopolis Plaza, it started playing Maritime Memory. And I was like, why is it playing sad music? What's happening? And my whole chat was just like, side order, it's dropping, it's gonna drop. The world's gonna end, it's side order's coming.
Which, by the way, it would not shock me because they're talking about this Nintendo Direct and all, it would not shock me in the slightest if they dropped a side order trailer.
Yeah, I don't know what's taking them so long, but yeah, probably next season.
I feel it in my bones.
But then also, if you went over to the, I forgot what it's called, but I never go there anymore. The original town that you start Splatoon 3 off on, it plays this new track called, I don't remember what it's called, I'm gonna look it up.
It was something. Sunrise, I think? Hold on, I know I have it in my likes. I need to scroll down to find it.
Media channel. Where is it? Okay, Daybreaker Anthem.
Daybreaker. Okay.
Yeah. And it was really nice. It was a nice song. It will never be into. By the way, speaking of music, BD, we got so bored waiting for the results, we just did a goddamn music tier list. Which I can send you the results of if you want. But like we fought over music while we were waiting.
Oh, that's amazing.
Oh, it was so funny. Basically we were just fighting over which should be higher, an S tier and S plus tier.
Oh my God, that's
And honestly, that was like the best part of the stream, just us trying to figure out which song's the best when they're all so good.
Nothing's better than playing Splatoon than not playing Splatoon.
Yeah. Oh, another thing I want to talk about. Dude, it's great. And the weird thing is I didn't even care for any of these idols before. I just picked Shiver because I thought it'd be funny to annoy Fry fans a little bit. But oddly enough, I like Shiver more because of this Splatfest.
Oh my God.
Like, I hope Fry gets a win. But like now I just kind of feel bad for Shiver because now everybody's just like ganging up on people who like her, and somehow that makes me like her more. Like, what? How does that work?
I need her gone.
Like, I don't know. Maybe if you send death threats to people, maybe they'll end up liking the thing that you don't want them to like more. Maybe. Just a thought, though.
All right, Big Man fans, it's your turn to send death threats, specifically you.
Yeah, I've had enough of the Fry fans.
We need people to hate Big Man.
Let's have the Big Man do insults.
That's what I'm saying.
They've been quiet. They really have been quiet. They're kind of just off doing their own thing.
I was gonna say, because the thing is, I figured it out. So, here's the way I see it. Shiver fans are like the casual fans who play the game. People who keep picking Fry are people too invested to drop, sadly, like me. And there's actually a bigger fan base for Big Man, but at the cat said they don't play the game.
That would make sense. That would,
because like, I see a lot of people like, what? Splatfest happening? Hope Big Man wins. I saw that tweet like 4 separate times from people who just don't even own the game saying, hope Big Man wins.
Right. It's all the like the memers that don't even like, you know. Like my buddy Fluid Squid, he like works a lot calling you out. I don't think he ever watches these. He's told me before. He's like, "Oh, I'd love to, but but like he chose Big Man, but like I know he like works like pretty much every second of his life, and I bet your ass he didn't have time to play the Splatfest. So that honestly that is in line for Big Man for sure.
Exactly. It's just that's how I see it.
Yeah.
All right, anything else you want to knock out?
Oh, dude. Dude, okay, before I share my funny story, I just want to say, one of the greatest death battles, it's a little funny web. Wait, why am I explaining? Everyone's heard of it. Death Battle, the funny little
Death Battle is?
The funny little series in which they pin up two characters, sometimes more, two characters to fight it out in a battle to the death. Anyway, so today they released Bill Cipher versus Discord. I bring this up because this was probably one of their greatest death battles they've dropped. The amount of the pure insanity that went into this episode is unreal. And you guys know who Bill Cipher is, but
what was the animation style?
Well, that's the best part. There's multiple.
Oh, they did another mixed one.
There's
like what they did with Popeye.
There's a lot. There's a lot. Let's just say.
Ooh.
Look, I don't want to spoil it, but let's just say they're sock puppets. They become Bendy and the Ink Machine style. Like, then they become like straight ripped out of like My Little Pony. Like, there's ponies everywhere. Dude, it's nuts. There's just so many things going on.
That sounds completely ridiculous, and I might watch it when we're done.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of nuts.
Yeah, it's really good. I did a reaction with Stripe, and I really don't want to spoil it, but it's really good. And I really damn it, I was gonna talk about the winner. I don't want to spoil it though, but it's really good. And also, please watch the analysis too. I know a lot of people skip it, but the analysis.
That's the fun part.
Okay, good. Because what they did for the analysis was also hilarious. Like, you're not gonna believe the unhinged tomfoolery that came out of the freaking analysis.
Okay, I'm trying to think anything. Oh yeah, go watch the Excite Bike video Cyan put out that we did together.
Yeah.
It's the culmination of the joke. Y'all better go watch it. Like now, like stop. When this is done, watch it now.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks.
100%.
I promise you, it better be worth that $50 Cyan spent getting NSO for it.
Dude, by the time you're all watching this, my update video's out, but like, god damn. You love working on a week for a video, and it's just kind of just bleh. It kind of just goes bleh.
Yep.
It's all right. There's always next time. I got a lot of videos planned, so I'm excited. I got more in the closet. I will bust out. Anyway, I don't know if you have any more to share, but I do have this funny story to share that happened IRL.
You know what? I'm trying to think of anything else, and I got nothing. So shoot before we wrap it up.
Okay. All right, guys. Who wants to hear the story about Principal Miss Bottomer?
Sure.
All right. You heard that right, Miss Bottomer. Okay. I'll explain. Okay, so I'm just working at my job like normal. We hire a bunch of new people, and then we're all talking and stuff. I eventually befriend one of these people, because they need help and all that. And then I, because as you do, you ask your coworkers like, "Hey, what's your school life like? Like what's going on?" And then he's just like, "Oh no, it's all right. I got yelled at by the principal." And I'm just like, "Oh, what for?" He's just like, "Oh, because we went to go get lunch because, as you know, the school cafeteria lunch kind of sucks. There's no denying that." So they him and a friend left to go get lunch. They got Raising Cane's or whatever. Then they come back, and their principal was just waiting out there being like, "Boy, what were you doing out there without any clearance, without notifying the office? what were you doing? I don't know, I'm trying to sound like the Joker, but like, yeah,
What
basically,
are you doing, Batman?
what are you doing? And they're just like, nothing. And then they found the food, and they're just like, well, okay, we'll let you off, but they don't do it again, or you're gonna get your free time taken away. They have a certain event for it, or whatever, but I'm not gonna name it because then it's practically doxing the school, and I don't want to do that. But then my friend, I was like, oh, what's her name? Because I was just curious. And then he just comes out, he's just like, Miss Bottomer. And I bursted into laughter. I was like, Miss Bottomer? Miss Bottomer? I don't know
Bottom
why.
of the barrel. Oh.
Oh, I don't know why that's so funny to me. I'm probably the only person laughing right now, but like, it's just the way he emphasized it. He was like, Miss Bottomer. And it stuck with me. It stuck with me so long that I had to talk about it in this podcast. Miss Bottomer. He was just like, dude, I got hit by the Miss Bottomer. She took me down. And I don't know why. I just started laughing. I don't know. Is that a horrible story just because I think her name's funny? I don't know. But I thought it was great. I thought it was so funny.
Alrighty. Yeah, it's silly.
Very silly.
We wrapping here?
Dude, it's so early though. I don't know if I want to wrap it.
I have stuff to do today.
Nah, it's not important.
No, I literally have homework to do.
Yeah, tell us about the homework. Wait, tell us about it. Come on, let the viewers know.
I have to submit a topic for an essay.
Okay, all right. Hey, do you need
all
help writing a thesis?
No, I have nothing. That's why I'm trying to end it here. I have nothing.
Okay, so like, what topic are you searching for? Like, what do you?
I don't know.
Okay, but like, what's the assignment? Like, what do we need?
It's a generic informational speech. I have nothing.
Okay, let's see. So, what day is it today? Oh yeah, it's that. Okay.
No.
There you go. I just helped you. I just helped you out. I'm sure.
Not doing that.
I'm sure many political leaders had many important things to say on this day.
No.
Oh, come on. Am I wrong? Dude, that is like free content.
No.
Oh, come on. You want the A, right? You want an A plus, right?
No.
Come on.
I'm not doing 9/11.
You're tackling a real world issue.
Oh my god. Just oh. I don't know why I'm laughing. I just kind of feel bad now.
You heard it here,
All
folks.
right.
I saved Mystic. I saved him from his homework. I gave him the best idea ever.
Yeah, over my dead body.
All right.
Alrighty. I gotta go, seriously, though. So,
all right. Okay. All right.
You do the outro, I did the intro.
Hey, guys. If you like what you saw today, be sure to like and subscribe. And if you're on Spotify, give us a 5-star. There's this new feature that allows us to put like the video onto Spotify. I'm not sure about that. I don't know if the people listening on the Spotify will see the video, but if there isn't one, clearly we didn't figure it out. But if there is one, we did figure it out. So there you go. You guys can see a video now. But yeah, regardless of your opinion on the episode, or however way you want to communicate that, please do let us know what you want us to talk about. What do you want us to do? I'm dying. What do you want us to put on this Quagsire and or any other funny things? Yeah, Mystic, what do you have to say?
You guys better watch that Excite Bike video.
Aw.
That's it. I got nothing else to add. All right, toodaloo.
Toodaloo.